Okay, hello students, very good morning to all. Okay, so let us start. In our previous lecture or in our previous video, students, we have discussed about different types of classifications of a plant. Okay, we can classify by seeing the size, okay, by seeing the lifespan, okay, how they can move. So all of the things we have already discussed. Now next thing what we are going to discuss, students, it is our parts of a plant. Okay, so let me mark it, parts of a plant. Okay, that how many parts are there in a plant. Okay, so I hope you have done the previous table. Let me show you the table. I hope all of you have done this table. So by doing this activity, I hope you have a clear conception about creepers and climbers, about, you can say, herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay, so this part is clear. So let us discuss this part, that parts of a plant. Okay, how many parts are there in a plant? So let us start our today's class. So in earlier classes we have learnt about various parts of a plant. Okay, recall and label stem, branches, roots, leaves, flowers, fruits and the figure given on the next page. Okay, so basically next page a figure is there, so you have to label what do you mean by stem, what do you mean by branches, what are roots, what are leaves, what are flowers and what are fruits. Okay, all the things you have already quite familiar with these terms. In class 5 you have also read all these things. Okay, so basically all the plants have two main parts. What are the two main parts? One that is under the soil and one that is above the soil. Okay, so these two parts are very important. One is under the soil and one is above the soil. So let us discuss these two parts one by one. Okay, just have a look. See, this is the list of parts of the plant, so you can easily label which one is branches, which one is root, which one is fruit, which one is flower, which ones are leaves. Okay, okay, so basically the thing is that the underground part is creamish. Okay, so underground part means the part which is below the ground or under the ground. Okay, that part is basically creamish, pale and brown. You can see the color. Okay, or all of you might have seen. Okay, so the color is basically brown, the underground part of a plant. Okay, so it is the root, we call it as root of the plant. Okay, so basically the upper part of the plant or above the soil is generally green and the upper part is generally green. You can see here the picture. The lower part you can say it is brownish color or the upper part you can say green color, because all of us have known that most of the cases plants are or leaves are green in color. Okay, exceptions are there, but most of the cases, 90% of the cases, plants are or leaves are green in color. Okay, it is erect and called the stem. Okay, so the lower part, students, we call it as root. That means the underground part we call it as root and the above the ground part we call it as stem. So basically it bears at regular intervals. So on the basis we can divide the plant into two parts. Okay, we can call it as root system and shoot system. We have we have discussed what is root. Root means the under the ground part and above the ground part we call it as stem. Okay, so an underground part called the root system. Okay, and above the ground part is called the shoot system. Okay, so these two things, students, we are going to discuss in our today's class. Okay, the root system consists of roots while the shoot system consists of stem, branches, leaves, okay, flowers, seeds and fruits. Okay, so this part we can call it as shoot system and this underground part we call it as root system. Clear? Okay, so let me rub all this, then we will discuss one by one as root system and shoot system. Okay, so let us start with root system. So basically root system is underground. We have already discussed it is underground non-green part of the plant. It consists primary root, and the branches. Okay, so basically it consists the primary root and the branches. Okay, now the question is that do all plants have the same type of roots? So let us find out. Okay, that do all plants have the same kinds of root or not? So there is an activity which we call activity 1.2. So what you have to do in this activity, you have to collect some roots of plants like gram, bean, carrot, wheat, maize, grasses, okay, and watch the soil of the roots and observe them. So what do you observe? If you are going to collect these roots of the plants, then you will see that in the gram, bean and carrot, plants primary root is thick and long. Okay, thick and long. So focus on the term, students, that, or focus on the word, students, that I am marking here. Okay, and has smaller branches. So what are the roots? What are the characteristics of the root of these things? Bean, grams, carrot. The roots are thick, long, and has smaller branches. On the other hand, in wheat, maize and grasses, there is no main root. Okay, no main root is there, and all roots seems similar. Okay, so from the above activity we can see that there are two types of root system. Okay, now the whole plant we can divide into two parts, root system and shoot system. Now again we are going to classify, again we are going to divide our root system into two types. Okay, what are the two types of the root system? Let us discuss. Okay, let me rub first all these things. Okay, so the two types of root systems are very important thing, one of the most important question in the chapter, that tap root system and fibrous root system. So what do you mean by tap root system? What do you mean by fibrous root system? Let us discuss one by one. Okay, now what are the characteristics of tap root system? So basically in this system the primary root is thick and long. Okay, and it grows vertically downward. So these are the characteristics, students. These stems are basically, or roots are thick and long, and it goes vertically downward in the soil. It is also called true root. Okay, for example, gram, beans, pea, mango, carrot, these are the examples. So similar things you have to remember, only two. Okay, two examples are enough. Okay, now let me tell you, see, tap root system, the picture is given. So just tally these characteristics with the picture. Tap root, just have a look, thick and long. So you can see that much long is there. It is thick, okay, and it goes vertically downward. You can see it goes vertically downward. I have given an arrow. Okay, so it goes vertically downward. Okay, so this is all about tap root system. Now fibrous root system. What do you mean by fibrous root system? In this system the primary root is short lived. Just have a look. This is the picture of your fibrous root system. Okay, just have a look in the root. It is replaced by cluster of fiber like roots. Okay, all the branches of the roots arise from a common point on the base of the stem. Just have a look. You can see here this part is the common point. Okay, and see all the roots are there like this. Clear? So you can call it as fibrous root system, and these roots are spread out in the soil in different direction. Now you can see here that in this tap root system we have discussed that it goes vertically downward. I have given an arrow, just have a look. But in the case of fibrous root system, students, we can't tell that in which direction it will go. You can see this will go this side, this will go that side, this will go vertically downward, this will go that side. So actually we can't predict that in which direction it will go. Okay, so these are also called adventitious roots. Okay, so if you don't remember these terms, so no problem, but fibrous root and tap root system, you have to remember all these things. Okay, if you don't want to remember these things, no problem. Okay, no need to remember these extra names. Now what are the examples? Examples you need to remember, that grasses and wheat. Grasses are very common examples. If you go to your outside places, take one grass and just find out the roots, you will see this kind of picture. Okay, now what question will come from this portion? The same. The question will come like this, that differentiate between taproot system and fiber root system. Okay, so you have to remember at least two characteristics of these two with two examples each. Okay. Okay. So I hope this portion is clear, students. Okay. Now, if this portion is clear, then again an activity is there. Just have a look, which we call activity 1.3. So what you have to do in this activity? So basically, with the help of a gardener, try to find out the name of various plants and their root system. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to write the plants. 1, 2, 3. 3 places are there. You have to write the name of the plant and what type of root system is there. That means whether taproot system is there, whether fibrous root system is there. Okay. So you have to mention here. Okay. Okay. So I hope this thing is clear. Very simple one. Now some true false questions are there. I hope you can do it by your own. Okay. Okay. Now let us discuss some characteristics of root. What are the characteristics of root? These are very important. What are the characteristics of root? Characteristics means that by seeing these terms or this point, we can find out that yes, this is our root. Okay. So these are the characteristics. So the various characteristics of roots can be classified as follows. So first of all, they are non-green underground part of the plant. Okay, very important. We have already discussed that root part is the underground part, below the ground part. Okay, so they are non-green. Non-green means basically they are brownish in color. So they are non-green and underground part of the plant. They grow in the soil to extract water. Okay, so they basically extract the water just like a straw. Okay, when you are going to drink going to drink something by using a straw, what you are doing? The straw is just taking the water. Okay, it just pull the water. So the root doing the same thing. It just extract the water from the soil. Okay, they grow away from sunlight. They grow away from sunlight. That means in this direction we have already discussed. Okay. And they have a number of lateral branches. Lateral branches means that if this is the main branch, many lateral branches are there like this. Okay. We have seen in the case of fibrous root system that many lateral branches are there. Okay. Okay, so these are the characteristics of root. So what are the characteristics? They are non-green and underground part of the plant. Okay. They grow in the soil to extract water. They grow away from the sunlight and they have a number of lateral branches. Okay, so I hope students up to this it is clear. Now the functions of root, it is a lengthy topic, so we will discuss the topic in our next video lecture. Okay, thank you all.